Welcome back. Spring is Sprung. We continue today with the one thing we dread about the season, allergies. Here to help us with tips is board-certified physician Dr. Tania Elliot. Welcome, doctor.
Hi, Tania Elliot. Hi.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, 'tis the season.
For allergies.
Yes.
Where should we begin?
Well, let's start with why we keep saying allergy season is the worst season ever, and it sounds like we hear that
She says
every
that
single
all the
year.
time.
The worst season ever.
So there's two reasons for that. It actually does continue to get worse each year. One is climate change. So we've had warmer winters every year and above average precipitation. The second is pollution. So what happens is pollen can bind to diesel exhausts and other pollutants in the air and create these super pollens. So even if you don't have allergies, you're breathing in these super pollens that are very irritating to the nasal passages. So like everybody walking around is sniffling and sneezing.
Right.
This feels so like I'm already feeling
acting,
it.
you're
Are you
playing the
feeling
role.
it?
Well, I want to super fight it. So
Yeah,
what do we
yeah,
do?
super fight it.
So things that you
Super
can
pollen.
do, we have a pen and paper here. So it's really important to write down when you're experiencing symptoms. Same time every year, same time every day.
Dear diary.
When you're around a cat or dog, when you're out on the golf course.
Sure.
So that then directs our testing. So if you say it's every time I'm around a cat, I'm going to test you to cat. If the test
Every
is
time I'm on the
positive,
golf course?
every time, then I'm going to test you to specific grass
My
pollens,
best
and then
friend
we'll know.
causes allergies.
Exactly. We'll test you to him or her. Exactly. So identifying your history of your symptoms, then we do the test that confirms your allergy.
Okay.
And then there are two mainstays of medicines. One is a nasal corticosteroid spray. The other is an antihistamine. And it's important to know the difference between the two. Nasal steroid sprays are meant to be your maintenance medicines. So these are the ones that you want to start now to build up in your system because it takes 5 or 6 days for them to kick in. So you're not going to experience any benefit if you just
One
spray
day.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Antihistamines are different. You can take them about an hour before you're about to do an activity that triggers your allergies, and it will help prevent an allergic reaction from occurring. You could also take it afterwards.
Adam, are you listening?
How do we keep
My
pollen
husband has
from coming into the
everything.
house?
Yes.
Okay, so you may wonder, what is laundry detergent and hairspray doing here? So laundry detergent is here because as soon as you come inside from being outdoors, keep a hamper right by your front door, strip down, and wash your clothes. Otherwise, you're going to track everything
into
to
the
the
house.
Couch into your bed, sure.
Hairspray. Pollen loves to stick to our hair. So that's another thing. If you're going out to do a physical activity or something like that, no need to use hairspray. Otherwise, you're going to track all that pollen into the house. You go sit down on the couch. Now all the pollen is airborne in your home.
Wow.
Okay.
A couple of other things. Wearing a mask will help. It's a physical barrier. But I actually like these little nasal filters. You can put them right inside your nasal passages. It looks like you're wearing a nose ring or something.
this
really
is
inconspicuous.
cool. I've always wanted a nose
my
ring.
God.
Barrier, right. There you go. To block the pollen from coming into your nose. Other way.
Oh, other way?
No, I'm talking to Ryan.
Look, nice.
Or that, yeah.
Nice. It looks
I
like
might
a little
be-
bit of a booger.
I feel like I'd be turned away at the restaurant.
I like this. And you can still breathe through it because it has...
Please take that out.
Achoo! No, I'm kidding.
this is not for television.
Okay, you're welcome,
Okay, but
everybody.
that's
This is great.
Good to
This
have
is
that.
really
Now, this
cool.
looks like a treat.
So let's talk about some natural options. Turmeric is a natural anti-inflammatory. A study showed that taking it twice a day can reduce symptoms of allergic rhinitis, the runny nose, the congestion.
Turmeric.
So have a turmeric latte.
Rhinitis?
No, Ryan, I'm sorry. It's not spelled the same way.
Isn't
It's not with a Y.
turmeric also helpful to making you look and feel younger?
Well, it's an antioxidant also, so it
You
blocks those
look
free
amazing.
radicals.
Thank you.
Do you take turmeric every day? These
Yes,
delicious
I do.
lattes? Also, add a little bit of local honey. So studies have shown that honey actually contains trace amounts of pollen because bees go from plant to plant, trace amounts of pollen in the honey. So it teaches your body to be tolerant to the pollen and not react to it, at least theoretically. Some people swear by it.
Got it.
The mechanism behind this, though, is what we do with allergy shots or allergy and immunotherapy, where we actually create what you're allergic to. We give you small amounts of it. We build up your tolerance over time, and it can cure allergies 75% of the time.
Okay. Now,
love
what's
honey.
happening
Great.
in the pot here?
Yeah,
Okay,
what's
this is my essential oil display. So one, you can put essential oils. This is peppermint. It has menthol, natural
my gosh.
This
anti-inflammatory.
whole episode is about smells.
Yeah, it's great. though. These are good smells.
Yeah.
Right. Natural anti-inflammatory. Eucalyptus is another one that's great. It's a natural expectorant, so it makes your mucus thinner. So what we can do if you don't have a fancy air filter is you could just put a couple of drops in hot water.
So let's try it.
Sure,
Couple drops in
yes,
hot water.
You could also do it when you're in the shower.
Oh,
Then you take a towel,
Wow.
you put it over your head. Breathe that in. Go ahead.
Oh, it's fantastic.
oh, it smells
Instant
so
soothing
good.
and cooling effect right there.
Careful,
not
Ryan,
too
careful.
No, but it's soothing and relaxing and decompressing.
yeah,
Right now, I'm
yeah.
in a spa.
It does. It's
It
very
is. It has a spa.
spa-like.
Yes, exactly. So that's another natural option. And
Okay.
then let's move on to some plants. So plants are great to reduce pollutants in your indoor air, specifically something called volatile organic compounds, which is a very scary name, but these are fumes and things that come from carpeting, from paint, from upholstered furniture. So these plants, this is English ivy and snake plant, they can help to break down those VOCs
air.
and make your air cleaner and more purified.
And this, we really need that.
So this is an air filter. So think about it, your air conditioners have been off for the last 6 months, right? So all they're doing is collecting dust and grime and pollen and all sorts of stuff. You want to make sure you clean out your vents before you turn on your air conditioner the first time.
Got it.
They make different types of vents and some are more expensive than others. You want to go for the one that is ultra filtrating, a little bit more expensive, but it's the one that gets those fine particulate matter, which can be very irritating to the nasal passages.
Problems solved. For Dr. Tania's tips and more, go to
That was
kellyandryan.com.
awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Nice to
you
have you
so
with us.
much.